Hi, welcome to another video. So, you would have seen a lot of talk about the Neo robot. If you don't know, then it's a robot that aims to be what you think of as a home robot. It can take dishes out of your dishwasher, it can open your door, and so on and so forth. It is on pre-order for $499 per month or a $20,000 one-time payment, and it's fine. But the issue is that currently, it can't do these things. And probably when it ships, it won't be able to do them either, because the AI for it isn't available yet. So currently, if you get it, it will probably just sit in a box, or you can get a human to control it. A human controller is someone who can connect to this robot via the internet and then control it to perform tasks for you. So, you can pay someone to remote into your robot, and that person can then control the robot to do the tasks for you. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can use it for that. So basically, it is currently a remote-controlled robot, and that is fine, because this means that the robotics are actually figured out for these robots, which is a great achievement in itself. But how far are we from the day when robots can be controlled by an AI? Well, that's what I want to talk about in this video, and why I think that the AI for these models will take a lot of time to become good. But before proceeding, let me tell you about Ninja Chat. Ninja Chat is an all-in-one AI platform where, for just $11 per month, you get access to top AI models like GPT-4o, Claude 4 Sonnet, and Gemini 2.5 Pro, all in one place. I've been using Gemini for quick research, but what's really cool is their AI playground, where you can compare responses from different models side by side. Their mind map generator is a game changer for organizing complex ideas as well. The basic plan gives you 1,000 messages, 30 images, and 5 videos monthly, with higher tiers available if you need more. Use my code KING25 for 25% off any plan, or KING40 yearly for 40% off annual subscriptions. Check the link in description to try it yourself. Now, back to the video. So, what does the AI need to make the robot function? Well, it needs to be like a language model that can see, has vision capabilities, and can do tool calls to work on something. Now, you may say that we already have a ton of these models, like GPT-5, Claude, and whatever. They're pretty good at tool calling, they have good vision, and they can even reason. Well, that's not all. Because as you know, these models are not yet great at using computers. They take a ton of time to do even basic clicking on the web. They take a lot of time when the work gets tough. And when they're not even good at just clicking around, there's no way they're going to be very useful in daily usage. Plus, you also need the inference of these models to be fast. This means that you either need to have an RTX 5090 GPU in your robot, which takes too much power, or maybe something like a MacBook's chip with a battery, and then use that for local inference. But that is much slower in speed. So, it will take like 1 hour to put one dish into the drawer from the dishwasher, which is not ideal. Even if you somehow manage to fit an RTX 5090 in the thing, and somehow have a solar panel battery in it, you'd still need to have a 32 billion parameter model to power it. And most 32 billion parameter models are not usable at all, even in text generation cases. So, this will require making the robot use an API, and maybe hosting a model in something like Cerebrus to get around 1,000 tokens a second, which is quite fast. But now, the model issues come into play. Currently, most models are only good at text generation. They can do good text generation because there is a lot of text data, but there is relatively less image data with proper captioning of objects, which poses more of a challenge to train a model on vision tasks. Similarly, you'll need to train the model on data that shows how the human body functions. So, to train it on how to pick up a cup, you'll need to train it to maybe call a function in the robot that moves the hand down, then forward, then down again, and then uses its fists and everything. This requires you to have a model that can look at a picture, use something like a depth map, and then correlate the position of the object. Then, it must give the exact x and y axis coordinates and use that. Currently, models are unable to even look at a still 2D desktop and click on an icon correctly, which tells you that doing it for robots is even harder. It probably will not be doable for around 5 years from now, unless there's a major technological breakthrough, which doesn't seem likely anytime soon. Even if a model is made that can do this, you'll still need to figure out the challenges of deploying it for instant inference and similar things. It's a super big issue. I think at this point in time, multiple companies have figured out the robotics part. Boston Dynamics figured it out a while back, but currently, models and AI are what's lacking to control them. They can only be puppets for now and nothing else. It seems that Neo might be trying to collect data from humans or providers who will control the robot to do tasks, and then train models on top of that data. Because otherwise, making a synthetic data set of it is quite challenging. I think that's what they're trying to do, and it will depend on how that's done. LLM are very much like a black box, like the human mind. As I am speaking, I don't even consciously know what I'm saying in the flow, because it just happens, and my human mind controls my body instantly. There is no exact data fed into me to tell me what I'm speaking or doing. Similarly, if you just show LLMs examples of the data, like give it a video of how to pick a glass 1,000 times, then it might be able to imitate doing that with other objects as well. It's still very hard. Currently, three-dimensional video and actions are not possible in AI models. Even 2D actions still don't work correctly with models. It's still a very challenging problem to solve. And the truth of the matter is that many companies are currently not working on it because it's not fruitful. I think that robots were relatively solved like 5 or 6 years ago when Boston Dynamics came around. But still, the AI part is not solved. It will take more than 5 years, or maybe just 5 if we're lucky and have a breakthrough. Otherwise, it can take upwards of 15 years and a lot of research investment. Remember that GPT-3 was just a better incarnation of the attention is all you need research, and it was basically just commercialized better. But it seems that currently, there isn't much research on how to solve these issues. I saw this, and I really like the product, but it's nowhere near the sci-fi movie robots yet. That is mostly about it, and I thought to talk about this as well. Please subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts too. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!